Hi, welcome to the Fire Mountain Gems and Beads Jewelry Making Studio. Today it's all about rose quartz, all about romance and love and compassion, wonderful things like that. And we're going to make these beautiful, romantic little earrings. These are actually quite simple. They look complicated, but it's just a lot of simple loops. So I'm going to demonstrate for you how to make simple loops, and we'll go to town on these. So looking at this, I've got a head pin, and I've got to make 3 simple loops with these little rose quartz faceted beads. So get some of these beads and start by getting the bead onto the head pin. And then I make a 90-degree bend. And it's nice to have good thumbnails for that because I just make the bend right over the top of my thumbnail, 90 degrees. And then a lot of people have different methods of doing this. I've made so many loops that all I do is I go ahead and I trim it to the length I know I'm going to need to make a loop. And that's the length I'm going to trim that excess head pin. Then I'm going to grab my round nose pliers, grip the end of the loop, and just roll it backwards. The objective being to make a perfectly round loop, one that looks round. Here, I'll put it over my fingernail, you can see it best. So it's round and not shaped like a 9 and not shaped like a teardrop, but nice round loops. And it takes a lot of practice, but work at it. Head pins are not expensive. Just work at it and keep going till you can make perfect loops too. But even if you can't make a perfect loop, don't worry about that either. When you make these earrings and you're wearing them and people say, "Oh, those earrings are fabulous," nobody's going to notice that your loops were not perfect. Just go for it. Keep practicing and you'll get really good at it. Rose quartz has lots of wonderful, wonderful properties associated with it. Mostly love, romance, the heart. And the story is that a long time ago in ancient Roman times, Adonis was being attacked by a wild boar, who was actually Ares attacking him, but he was in disguise as a wild boar. And Aphrodite came to rescue him. But in the process, Aphrodite was injured by a thorn. And as a result of Adonis's injuries and Aphrodite's injuries, their blood became commingled and stained some white quartz pink. And ever since then, rose quartz has always been associated with love and romance and compassion. So I've got 3 of these little guys done. Now I need 3 of these ovals. So now I'm going to use an eye pin. So it's already got 1 loop on one side. So that makes life just a little easier for me. I pop it onto my rose quartz bead, make my 90-degree bend. And look, I don't even have to trim any excess off. I've got just about the right amount left to make a loop. And I will make 3 of those for this earring. All right, now we've got all our bits and pieces, and all we have to do is put it all together. So here we get this 3-ring component. And just like when you're opening a jump ring with these loops on the end, you're going to twist them open, just like opening a jump ring. Put it on your finding and close it. You saw I almost picked up some round nose pliers. Best not to use the round nose pliers because their shape makes more tool marks into your stones. Into your wires. So it's best to use chain nose pliers because their flat surface leaves less tool marking. And this last one, I will use a jump ring to attach it. It's going to hang from the center portion. Put the jump ring through there, and I will, with great dexterity, I will also hang on that last rose quartz drop we created. I will, with great dexterity, do that. Okay, let's see if it works better if I do this first. And this is going to go over that center and close it. Ta-da! We are almost there. And lastly, an ear wire. Voila! Not so tough, was it? Just practice those simple loops and make these great rose quartz earrings. A little romance in your life, a little compassion. It's all good. Thanks for joining me at Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. My name is Rose. Happy beading.